Hey, what is up YouTube, and welcome back to another tutorial from your boy Hunter. Now, recently you started your PC and it's running like a fucking potato, and you have no idea why. Well, today I'm gonna give you some tips and tricks to get your system up and running without actually doing much. Let's say not doing much. I'm saying not doing much is actually a little bit of a stretch, because you have to do a lot to get this up and running. Alright, the first and most important thing, I'm not going to talk about graphics card updates or anything like that. I'm going to talk about a clean install of your Windows. Now, the reason I say that, Windows installs something called telemetry to your system. Now, there is a way to get rid of it, but it's not going to clean up the cache files or anything like that from your system. So telemetry usually runs up here, and it's a big drag because it actually uses your whole fucking CPU or even memory or disk space to actually, I don't know what the fuck it is. I think it's just like a virus, or I don't know. So I'm first gonna tell you how to get rid of telemetry before we move on. Alright, so if you have a disk space available like me, so if this is in the blue and you have a lot of white spaces right here, you should be good. Alright, so that's just telemetry fucking with you. You are going to do exactly what I'm going to tell you to. Alright, so the first thing is task scheduler. I know you already tried this, but again, you're going to go ahead to task scheduler, and everybody knows how this works. Microsoft, if you watch the videos. Now, I'm not going to find it here because I don't have telemetry on my PC anymore, but anyway. So you're going to go application experience. Telemetry should be right there. For instance, let's say this is telemetry. This one, startup app. You're going to go properties or edit or double click on it. My bad. So when you double click on, hey, you piece of shit. Alright, so you're gonna have to go ahead to triggers, and okay, there's no triggers for this. General. Alright, run with highest privileges. If that's enabled, turn it off. The next thing you want to do is start up task. Now, there should be something here. This should not be grayed out for you, but yeah, you actually want to change this. So there should be one I can actually change. So let's see if this one is changeable. No, this one is not changeable. Let's see if this one is changeable. Okay, maybe not. Settings. Okay. Allow task to run on demand. Turn that off. Run task as soon as possible as schedule missed. No, turn that off. This is very important. For telemetry, turn this off completely. Alright, we're talking about telemetry, not what I just selected, but telemetry is not on my PC anymore. It's not even there. I did a clean install of my Windows, but anyway. So, if you have enough disk space and you still have telemetry fucking with you, yeah. Alright, so you're gonna stop the task running after. You wanna set this on 1 hour. You are gonna have to wait 1 hour, so just stops it. But if that doesn't work, if the task scheduler ran again, delete after. So you're gonna turn this on, and immediately. Right. For this task, I don't want to do that, but remember, this is by the settings of the task. So you can actually get rid of the task. Now, run only when user is logged on. Run whenever user is logged on or not. Now, if this is grayed out for you, I don't know what to do from there. No, I'm just kidding. Now, the problem with this is, this is a Windows thing, so telemetry is not a Windows thing. It says it's a Windows thing, but it's not a Windows thing. So I'm gonna look for something I can actually, let's go to experience data and See if I can find something I can change. Now that's for system. Let's go for hello face. Everything is grayed out. Now you can see this one is disabled completely. So the way you can do this is actually just right click on it and disable. Alright, so when it's disabled, it should be able to, you should be able to go in and change some of the settings by just telling it not to run, like I just previously showed you. Right, the next thing we're going to do is group policy editor. You can see group policy editor. You're going to open up this. Now, I'm not going to find telemetry here, but I'll show you where to find it. There are more than one way. There's more than one way to find it. So I think with mine, it was software settings. If it wasn't software settings, it was software settings down here. No, no, and no. All right, so I think this might be part of the system and not group policy, not group policy. You're looking for something that says, okay, Windows components. There we go, Windows components. Now right here it should say application compatibility. If compatibility doesn't show up the thing you're looking for telemetry, you have to start looking around this area. Now I know I found it, data collection, there we go. So you can see telemetry is disabled. You disabled this. Now something you need running in the background, this might be very important, is Razer Cortex. Link will be in the description. Now first of all, you want to optimize your PC. So launching Razer Cortex, I actually want to show you how to do this. I don't want to show you how to do this, but once you have it installed, you are going to be presented with this screen. This screen is where you find your launcher for your games, like Spider-Man Remaster and what. Not what you want right now. Alright. You're going to go to Game Booster. Now by Game Booster, it's actually going to say disable telemetry. You're going to hit boost now. So that's going to disable telemetry completely. So now my PC is boosted. Now you're still going to see telemetry in your pop-ups here. It's still going to pop up right there. But now, after doing those settings by turning it off, let's say this is telemetry. You're going to right click on this. This is just an example. You're going to right click on telemetry and you're going to go open file location. You're going to put this on this side. Okay, make it a little bigger. Come on, you son of a bitch. I'm gonna make this one bigger. I said... Okay, anyway. So, let's say this is telemetry. You're gonna end task right there and really fast. Shift delete it from there. End task, shift delete. End task, shift delete. End task, shift delete. Shift delete, people. Shift delete. Do I need to spell it out for you? Let me spell it out for you. Got it? Shift delete the motherfucker. You don't need it. Like I said, it's a fucking virus. It acts like a virus. It just overclocks your shit and it's really annoying. Everybody knows it's really fucking annoying. So at the end of the day, you're gonna have like a bit of a performance boost after that, but you're not done yet. Now if you're still getting like lag and stuff, yeah, if your hard drive is full, clean it up, people. Your C drive is very important to run programs. So don't install a crap load of stuff like games and shit on your C drive. Use another fucking hard drive. People, I know, just buy another one. I don't care, get another one. I've got freaking 4 hard drive running, and it's fine. Alright, so open up your, well, this PC. You want to open up this PC. You're going to right click and properties. Now you're going to go to advanced properties. You can see I'm running on a Core i3 CPU, but that's not important right now. So again, you're going to go ahead advanced, and for the first one you actually want to go to settings. Now there's your performance settings. You're going to hit custom. Now you don't need all of this open, so you're going to adjust for best performance. You can hit custom. Now what this is going to do is, let me show you. So when I drag my contents and whatever, if I hit apply, watch, you see that everything looks bad. So you're going to say smooth scroll, well, smooth edges around screen fonts, apply that. Show taskbar settings, no, thumbnails, yeah, you want to see this. Show thumbnails under Windows, no. Show thumbnails instead of icons, no. Yeah, you can actually show thumbnails instead of icons. Show Windows contents while dragging, and apply that. Boom. Now you probably want this back as well. So I think that should be one of these. Let's test it out. So we should actually be able to find it. So it's not that one. So animated taskbar, animated Windows, minimizing, maximizing, no. Page slide to tips view, enable peak. So now I cannot even read this text because, there we go. So now it looks like you are running on Windows. Now this can actually speed up your performance. I'm gonna hit OK and OK. So just to apply and OK, and you should be good to go. So now let's check out the performance. Now remember, Razer Cortex is running in the background and my recorder is running in the background. Usually it went up to 100% with telemetry enabled, people. Still running pretty smooth. Okay, we're good to go. Alright, the next thing we want to do is right click on this PC again. You're gonna go advanced settings, and then on advanced you're gonna go settings again and go to advanced. Now you're gonna hit change. You're gonna hit automatic, so it actually doesn't do that. You're gonna make sure it shows your hard drives. On your C drive, do not put paging files. Do not put paging files on your fucking C drive, people. Alright, so for my D drive, it's a terabyte. I'm going to use 8000. On my E drive, it's a terabyte. I'm going to use 8000. On my A drive, it's 500 gig. I'm going to use 4000. You're going to hit set. Okay. And you're going to be good to go with paging files. Now, it's not immediately going to work. You're going to have to restart your PC. Restart your fucking PC, people. This is virtual memory. It puts it on your hard drives. If you don't restart your PC, it's not going to work. All right. Okay, we're good to go. Next up, I think I just explained everything. All right, so with these settings enabled, I'm going to prove to you that it actually works. Now I've got a game running here in the background. Well, not a game running in the background, but looking at Razer Cortex, it's boosted. You can use auto boost. You can go system booster. Now this also can improve your system performance. So you're gonna hit scan. Now this is gonna scan your whole PC to see if there's any files that can get rid of on your C drive. You can see like registry entries. It's not recommended, but don't worry about it. Backup files, you don't need that. So before I had almost 120,000 files that was cluttering up my PC. Now this actually says it's not recommended, but I'm gonna hit clean anyway. And congratulations. Alright, now it's optimized. No, it's not optimized. So defrag, that's actually for your game. So if you need to defrag, you need to defrag. Alright, speed up. So you're gonna hit optimize. So now it's gonna say everything is optimized. 60 items have been optimized. So let's look at the system again. It's dropping, it's dropping, it's dropping. So before it ran 20, now it's actually going down. That's good. Now I still get everything. I can still do everything. Now for games. Let's do this for games. Right click. Nvidia control panel. Now I'm gonna use Spider-Man Remaster as a example. Now you're gonna go adjust image settings with scale. Now the first thing you want to do is make sure you want to set this to performance first and then use application 3D image settings. You're gonna hit apply. Okay. Give it a second, it's gonna flash. Then you're gonna go manage 3D settings and go to your game. Now these are the settings I'm using for Spider-Man Remaster. Now unfortunately I cannot zoom in on this. Maybe I can, Control plus, or maybe just a Shift Control. Yeah, unfortunately I cannot zoom in on this, so yeah. Maybe if I use the magnifying glass. But I'll just read it out for you. Alright. So, image scaling, turn that off. Ambient occlusion, not supported by this application. Anastrophic filtering, 16. Anti-aliasing. Alright, I know what you're thinking. Okay, is this gonna work for my PC? I knew that question was gonna come up, so I'm gonna go to my rig. So, system booster, my rig. This is my rig. I'm running on a Core i3 processor, people. A Core i3. 3.9 gigahertz. 6th gen. Number of cores, 2. Threads, 4. It's not one of the best, people. Want to trade me for a graphics card? I've got an extra graphics card here. Alright. Motherboard, I'm running on an Asus H110MR. It's yeah. RAM 16 gig to 8 gig sticks. Hard disk, I've got 3 hard disk, and my graphics card is an Nvidia GeForce GTX 1660 Super. It's a 6 gig graphics card. It doesn't even support ray tracing. Most of you watching this video have a graphics card that supports ray tracing. Alright, so we're gonna go back to the settings now, and you can follow this guide to maybe improve your performance a little bit. So if you're running your resolution, your game resolution on 1366 by 768, so a very low resolution, you can actually use the global settings. These image scaling, you can actually turn the off to use GPU scaling and put it up to about, let's say, 30%. Otherwise it's going to look bad, so something like this, and make sure overlay indicator is on. I don't need that because I'm running on 1080p. So alright, anti-aliasing FXAA, turn it off. Anastrophic filtering, turn it to 16. The gamma control, leave that on. Anti-aliasing mode, application controlled. Anti-aliasing transparency, turn that off. Now this is recommended for my PC. So if it's recommended for your PC, I would recommend you just use it. So make sure you select your graphics card from the GPU, the CUDA GPUs. So CUDA system, fallback policy, driver default, that's important. Low latency mode, turn that on. That can actually help your PC's performance a little bit, a lot. But I wouldn't recommend going into ultra. If you read down there, off, prioritize render throughout by allowing games to queue frames. Select on, prioritize latency by limit queued frames 1. Select ultra, provides latency by fully minimizing queued frames. In addition, this mode minimizes VSync latency when both VSync and G-Sync are enabled. So if you're not running on VSync in the game, I don't know who wants to run VSync in the game, but yeah. But if you want, you can try Ultra, but I don't use Ultra, I just turn it on. Alright, max frame rate. Now this is max frame rate for the background. Now read before you do anything. Everything is named out for you here. So max frame rate. Just the maximum frame rate. The GPU will render games or 3D applications. Unlimited frames can be useful for extending battery life or reducing system latency in certain scenarios. This setting often, well, typical usage of scenarios. The setting often enabled when, okay, I cannot read this because the text is really bad. I need to bring that up. But anyway, I'm trying to conserve power or limit the frame rate slightly below the refresh rate of their G-Sync display. I'm running on a fucking TV. My refresh rate is 60. Now if you're running on a low, let's say a low amount of a okay, so you can just turn this on, and for me I just have to turn this off, but it's recommended that I turn it off. But you can actually limit the frame rate, so from 60 to 58, or actually make it 120, whatever. Alright, so texture filtering, anisotropic sampling optimization. Yeah, I'm recommended to turn it on. I don't know why I turn it off. Alright, you want to set this to optimal power, the power management mode. Texture filtering, anisotropic sampling mode, texture filtering, native LOD bias, allow. Alright, texture filtering quality, high quality. This is what it's you can go high performance, quality, high quality. I can use this game on high quality. Texture filtering, trilinear optimization, turn that on. Threaded optimization, leave that on auto. Triple buffering, turn that off. VSync, use the application settings. Virtual reality, we don't need any of this. Now Vulkan and GPU. Now I mess around with this a little bit. People say don't mess around with it because it can mess up your graphics card or it can mess up your stuff. No. Alright, preferred layout on GXGI swap chain. I think that would prefer to OpenGL. Now, if you prefer native, you can actually read here. So, the Vulkan and GPU, well, let's say set up auto to driver compatible behavior, set up preferred layer GTX swap chain, improve compatibility with Vulkan timeline. So, compatible mode. So prefer native. You can see the where was it? I just read it. Set up the preferred layout GXGI swap chain for improved compatibility with Vulkan. So that's Vulkan, that's OpenGL. Vulkan, OpenGL. Vulkan, OpenGL. Vulkan, OpenGL. Vulkan, Open. You want me to spell it out for you? I'm not going to spell it out for you. So that's running the game in Vulkan mode. After you've done all of these settings for your game, I'm not saying all of these settings are going to work for every game, but it should work for Spider-Man Remastered if you're running on a rig like mine. If you're running on a potato, yeah, if you like 4 gig RAM and yeah, none of this is going to work for you, my friend. I'm sorry. If you like have a 2 gig graphics card and man, you're not going to be able to run Spider-Man Remastered. You're not going to run any newer game available. So people, think for yourself before you do anything. So please, 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 before you do anything, I'm running on 16 gig RAM. I've got a 6 gig graphics card that does not support ray tracing. So these settings works for me. Now everything that's black, that means it's recommended. Recommended. I can even do this. Recommended. I can do this. Recommended. I can do this. Recommended. Everything that's black is recommended for my system. Now for this, you can just, I don't really use virtual reality, so I just use it at 3D application. But the rest I actually do background application, frame rate. You want to turn that off. You don't want to mess around with the background frame rates at all. So let's say if you tab out of the game, the background frame rate. So when you alt tab out of the game, you still want your game to run at its normal frame rate. So let's say if I turn this on, you tap out of the game, you want this to run at 30 to let's say 60 frames per second. So you can go about 56 and hit OK. That's gonna help you when you alt tab out of the game, alt tab out of the fucking game. Alright, if you alt tab out of the game, that's what it does. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is actually changing your settings. So with Spider-Man Remastered, you're gonna get like black screens, whatever. Make sure your resolution, your screen resolution and the game resolution is the same thing, because if you're running on a weird resolution all right, I'm just gonna explain this. So if you go to desktop, yes, changes have been applied. Would you like to apply the settings? Yes, please. Just apply the settings, please. Please. Just hurry up. All right, so first of all, you need to change the scale. That's gonna go, make sure it's set to GPU, and make sure if you're running your screen resolution, everything over here is set to the screen resolution of your game. Especially with Spider-Man Remastered, it can go into a black screen, but you still hear sounds. That's why. Alright? So my native resolution is actually supposed to be 1366 by 768, but my monitor actually runs on 1080p, so I'm setting it to 1080p. Now you're gonna get a little bit of stretching, so you're gonna go size and hit resize and press OK. So it's gonna resize the thing for you. So it doesn't always work, so you're gonna go overscan, underscan, and resize again. Apply and continue, and see what happens. So you can see it's stretching out a little bit, but don't mess around with this. You can see resolution is 1920 by 1080. All right, so it is cutting out a little bit for me, but everything still looks good. So you can go auto select recommended and resize again, just until you find something that actually works for you. So hit OK, gonna flash your screen, whatever. Now we're not done. You're gonna go for the scale now. Now you want to go aspect ratio, full screen, no scaling. So if you do no scaling and you apply that, let's see what happens. No scaling didn't do much for me. Seems like I'm actually getting a little bit less of a cutout, but let's go full screen and see what happens when I do full screen. Doesn't look like it does much, people. So just make sure your screen resolution excuse me, my mouth is dry. Let me just that's better. All right, so where was I? Okay, make sure your screen resolution is the same as the game resolution. You can try aspect ratio. Aspect ratio can also be good. But you can see my screen goes a little brighter when doing that. Going full screen, applying. And I think the full screen works a little better than aspect ratio. And then you can again try and do resize. So if you do resize, see what happens and say okay. let the screen flash a little bit, and it should fix some of your problems. I think there's something wrong on the screen up here because I'm getting some weird, well, I had some kids messing around with this, so I hope my screen is not getting busted, but okay. Now when you're done, you want to go down here and hit apply. Now for proof. Now I'm going to go into my games. Why is everything weird? So there's my games. Now these are all of my games. Now I know Spider-Man Remastered was a hard one to play, and it kept giving me some errors and shit like that. I got really irritated and I thought, nah, what the hell. So first of all, before you launch the game, make sure you set your resolution to what your screen resolution is. You can change the anti-aliasing from TAA to SMAA. I don't care. Upscale method. You can try the IGTI or the AMD SR20. Doesn't really matter. Graphics. As you can see, I set everything to high. Anastrophic 16. I've got bloom, VSync, well, vegetate, chromatic aberration, lens flares. Everything is enabled. Now, why would I do that if I'm running on a Core i3 CPU and, you know, recording a game and stuff like that? Why would I do that? That's because of Razer Cortex. Now you can see Razer Cortex still running in the background when I play. Give it time to open because it's a big game and it's still gonna have a little bit of an issue. No, press off. Why are you doing this? Oh yeah, I need to do this. My bad. Alright, now I'm in the game. Now let's just continue the game. Now I know the load time can be a little annoying. Everybody knows it takes a long time to load, but look at that. Boom.
Hey guys, I guess bombs are part of Willie's getaway plan?
Why am I not using my okay, so now I'm gonna alt tab out of the game. Now I don't need this, so I'm gonna remove this.
It's like a trap.
I don't need, okay, I'm gonna just open up this. I need to fix this whole issue where it actually, why is it not using my speakers? I cannot hear it through my headphones, so I need to fix that. There we go.
We'll look for the bombs.
Alright, so max graphics, not even max graphics.
Trapped by the last explosion. I got it.
Now let's do this. Okay, now I'm gonna go settings. Display and graphics. Remember, Razer Cortex is running in the background. And I'm doing the AMD. I don't know if this actually allows switching between multiple anti-aliasings, upscaling. These provide Nvidia, DLSS, and AMD FSR used to, okay, below quality levels. Okay, so that doesn't really tell me much. But graphics. I want to go to graphics. I'm going to set everything to very high. So traffic density high, crowd density high, weather quality high. Can I go even higher with this? Very high. Okay. Hair quality. Let's try it. Okay, it can only go to high, so depth of field on. Bloom on. Everything here is on. Is there any screen space refractions on? Reflections on. Okay, everything is set to very high now. So let's see what happens when I try to run it like that.
Get him out.
Max graphics, people. Woo! So look at the quality of the game.
Evacuate the building.
Remember, I'm recording the game while I'm playing on max graphics.
I heard more people back that way.
I'll find them.
Parkour.
We can't move. We're pinned down.
I gotcha.
I'll lift you. When you're free, get out fast. If you can walk, help the injured. Got it?
You didn't know this? It's actually Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Supposed to be. What the fuck was that? Something fell over.
Okay, Willie. Coming your way.
So I'm gonna play this part of the game
It's Yuri.
so we can get
How we doing,
outside.
Could be better. Our choppers took a beating. We just had to ground our last one. If Fisk calls in a chopper, we have no one to stop it from landing.
Remember
No one
this
to
on
chase
max
him if he
graphics,
flies
people.
away.
Why do I get the feeling that's what he was planning all along?
Because he probably was.
So I think I'm getting. Look at that.
Damn.
I got
Yuri,
some
get the
frame
MCs up
drops,
here, fast.
but not that bad.
We're trying.
Uh-oh. Incoming! Get back down!
Oh, bam.
That's enough out of you. More rockets? A little excessive, don't you think?
Stick around.
This'll shut your mouth. What? Is it National Rocket Day or something?
Man, that hurt.
Gotcha.
Whoa. I want to get outside so we can actually swing around a little bit. Wait a minute. Yeah, a little more back. There we go.
Man, how'd the bomb squad guys get through this?
The bomb squad is actually the bomb squad.
Settle down. I've got enough for everybody.
Did you just say you're gonna blow my brains out? This isn't Call of Duty, man. You cannot talk like that.
Okay, room is clear. Bomb squad must be somewhere ahead.
Child friendly, people.
You guys all right?
We were just about to call for backup.
I think I'm it.
Lead the way. We'll be right behind you. Heads up, boss.
Sorry about the fan noise. Let me just try and get this off for now. It's about 38 degrees in here, so. Yeah, no. Just, let me just. F the web yank, and then boom, and then boom, boom, boom.
So you guys were in bed with Fisk all along? Oh no, I'll never get that image out of my head. So your plan didn't work. On to plan B, getting kicked in the face.
Stick around, son. Anyone else want some?
Hey Yuri, looks like some of your guys were on Fisk's payroll. Good news is, they were Willie's last line of defense. I'm right outside his office.
Take him down. Now.
With pleasure.
I cannot skip this, so unfortunately we have to watch this. I want to get outside. Look at the detail on the face. Look at the reflections.
Writing your memoirs? Don't forget the hyphen between spider and man.
Get the chopper ready. I won't be long. I'm surprised you made it this far. But your foolishness ends now.
My foolishness, you say. That's interesting.
You do know I can still see you, right?
8 years of this insolence.
8 years? Are you serious? That long?
Oh, for me? You shouldn't have. Gotta wait for an opening. It's reloading.
What are you doing?
Whoa! Breaking his stuff, that's what I'm doing.
How
on,
is
what
this
is-
happening?
What's wrong, Willie? You seem angry.
I will destroy you!
Hulk smash!
Red shot.
You missed. Come on, Willie. You missed again.
That gave me an opening.
Oh! Hulk smash! Yeah. Oh. Woo. I went through a wall, Mom. Did you see that? That was awesome.
You are everything that's wrong with this city!
I knew I was gonna say the same thing.
Huh. I was gonna say the same to you.
You know what to do, men! Surround it!
What you men gonna have to do with this, huh? It's just me and you, Willie.
Everyone engage! I'll teach you some respect!
Alright, now you guys are starting to piss me off. Hey, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone.
I ban this!
You beat too fast!
Whoa.
I don't want excuse! What do I pay you for?
Ooh, Willie, what's wrong? Having some trouble?
No! I can handle myself! Where are the reinforcements?
Oh, you wanna block that? Okay, try to block this. Boom. Ow. That hurt, Willie. Hey. Alright, so let's use this. Take that. And let's use this. You don't look like you're using this, so I think this could be no, why isn't it grabbing it? Okay, so that's weird. Alright, so it wouldn't get the thing to web gang, so let's try this one. Oh, sorry, Willie. Alright, here we go. Whoa. Missed. Missed again. Take this. What are you doing, Willie? You know I can actually use webs to actually get back to you. And boom. And why is this the Tobey Maguire's storyline? Listen to what he has to say.
So, should we kiss now? Yeah,
They actually quoted that part of the movie. I actually want to get outside so we can actually get to it. I don't want to pause the video because it might actually crash the recording. I don't know, something's wrong with my OBS nowadays. Sorry, Willie. You're going to jail for a long time.
Finally off to Rikers, huh? You know, I think you've got more enemies in there than I do.
If you think this will be more than a minor inconvenience...
Whoop, gotta go. Hey, good luck, Willie. I have a feeling you're gonna need it.
Don't drop the soap.
Idiots! I'm
With a name like Willie, don't drop the soap.
1 month! In 1 month you'll wish you had me back!
1 month, you say? Alright, so now we're outside.
The Kingpin is heading to prison.
This is usually where I got my first leg, so let's
I
see.
think I should celebrate.
Without the...
Take a vacation.
this. Haha. I want to do this, so let's just do this one. This one. And this one. Now I should have some more I can do, so I'd like this one and I'd like this one. Do I still have more? Oh, I still have more. Which one should I go for? Yeah, maybe webbing the guns to the ground, that would be useful. Okay, I'm done. Right, so let's see what the DLC gives me. Characters, skills, map. Okay, so now I should be able to get out of this. How do I get out of here? See.
Parker, where are you? The committee will be here soon. We need to run an equipment check.
Run smooth.
I'm almost
Ultra
there.
graphics.
Blocks away.
Guess I'll just do it myself.
No, don't. It's not safe. Ugh.
Sorry about that.
Gotta love Doc's enthusiasm, but sometimes it gets him into
You
trouble.
can see inside of the
Better
buildings,
get there
man.
before
That's
he
so
hurts
awesome.
himself. Like your shoes.
Quick interview for my blog?
Alright, let's see what else we can get. I think if you go up there, you should be able to see inside of the buildings. Yep, look at that. Rendering everything inside of the buildings. Pretty cool. I think I would be able to see inside of every window here. So let's have a look. Look at that. This is on max graphics, people. Max graphics with a Core i3 CPU, 6GB graphics card, and 16GB RAM. My PC used to run this game like a freaking potato, and now it runs it like a beast. I don't have a beast of a PC, and still I'm running on a good quality. Look at that. Every building with everything inside, I can see everything inside. I'm not getting lags. Whee! Now there's just one more game I wanted to test out, so I'm gonna Alt F4 out of this one. Now it's for Sons of the Forest. Sons of the Forest usually crash with me, and if I say crash, it usually just crashed with me. So let's do the same settings. No, there's a long video, but I want you to actually have the best gaming performance you can think of. Now with Sons of the Forest, you actually want to do exactly the same with your resolution. So if you're running on 1080p, you want to set it to 1080p on the game resolution. But now we're going to change resolution for game settings. No, not resolutions, the manage 3D settings. No. Oh, manage 3D settings. Right, remember we already changed for Spider-Man. Now we're gonna go for Sons of the Forest. Now, image scaling, not gonna be on. Do not turn on image scaling. Not for Sons of the Forest. Not for shit. Alright. Now, for that, we just set off. Now, you want to use image scaling as recommended. Anastrophic filtering. Now, anastrophic filtering, I would actually turn this higher instead of the normal off. Anti-aliasing, let's turn that on. I want a little bit more to the game. Anti-aliasing mode, let's turn that on. Okay, so I'm gonna set the anti-aliasing mode for, well, I think the anti-aliasing actually makes the game look blurry. So yeah, I might just turn that off. The FXAA, that makes the game look blurry and it doesn't look good, so turn that off. Alright, background application, max frame rate. So again, you can change this if you want to, but it's recommended that you turn it off. But if you want it, you can actually set it a little higher than it needs to be. But for this, I'm just going to set it to off, so I don't need to mess with this. Okay, CUDA GPUs. Make sure you select your GPU. Use these GPUs, please. Nvidia GeForce GTX 1660 Super. Okay, CUDA system fallback. Okay, we're gonna do driver default for that. Low latency mode. Now this is one of those that's important. I'm gonna turn that on because I don't want latency on in my games. Low latency. I said turn it on, you piece of shit. Max frame rate. I'm not gonna mess with that, but like I said, read what it does. So it's recommended to turn it off. Max multi-frame sampling, AAFMAA. Alright, so the multi-frame sampling. Now, if you do this, come on. Nice. I actually want to do this. Alright, so now we can actually see what it does. Multi-frame sampling AA works by program covered sample location across pixels when same frames as well as across frames that has effect. Okay, this typical usage in scenarios. Okay, so typical scenarios. What's a typical scenario? Program coverage, simple locations across pixels when some frames are well as across frames that has effect, making the overall sampling pattern irregular, which eliminates using. Okay, so I think this one would actually be useful, but it's recommended that I turn it off. Open GLG. Okay, so we're just gonna go high performance, or you can go auto. Now, high performance. Okay, let's just explain this. Auto is going to change between high performance and quality. So if you prefer compatible, it's going to give you quality. If you set high performance, it's going to give you more performance on your game. So if I set high performance for this game for the OpenGL GDI compatibility, so this one, I can set high performance. Otherwise, I can say prefer compatible, or I can just use it at auto. Alright, OpenGL GPU, just make sure your GPU is selected. Prefer management mode. Now this, I would just keep it at optimal power, texture filtering, and anthropic sampling. Now you can turn this on because it's recommended for me. Texture filtering, LED bias. Now this is set to clamp. I can actually use high quality. Now if you want more, if you don't want quality and you want performance, you set it to high performance, but I can actually use high quality. Texture filtering, trilinear optimization on. Threaded optimization, auto. Triple buffering, leave it at off. Vertical sync, you want this at use application settings. And then we're going to use the prefer layout on GDX GI swap chain. Remember when we did this? Vulkan and OpenGL set for driver compatible behavior. So it actually explains to you what it does. So Vulkan is the GX GI swap chain. So set okay, timeline, okay, Vulkan set preferred GDXIGI swap chain for perform compatibly Vulkan timeline swap chain. And yes, that's going to improve your game performance. People that say, okay, no, fuck, don't mess with this, this is gonna mess up your PC. Screw you, man. If you don't know what this does, if you don't know how to fucking read, don't make a tutorial video on Nvidia control panel. I've seen people making tutorial videos and they don't even touch this. They have no idea what this is because they don't read for shit. The description is right there. The GDX GI swap chain is Vulkan. The native is OpenGL. Auto is just changing between the two. So, apply the settings. Now we can close down, and we're gonna run Sons of the Forest. Oh man, I don't know how people can be so naive to think, okay, no, man, damn, if you play with that, that's gonna mess up your system. It's not gonna mess up your system, man. Jeez. Okay, something. Okay, so it's just taking a while. End light. I know. What? Okay, so let's go to options. Same resolution. Remember that. Graphics. So I want to change my graphics to Ultra. Now remember, this is Unity engine. Being a single player game, I can actually continue with this. Oh yeah, I deleted my save games. I forgot that was unfortunately it did delete some of my games. So I'm just gonna make a new game real quickly and I'm gonna go normal just for now. I'm not gonna, this is not a full playthrough, but we want the cutscenes. Again, I'm gonna remind you, this is a how should I explain this? This is a shader optimization process. That's why it takes so long at the first bit. So it tries to optimize the shaders for the graphics you have selected. Now for me it should go a little faster because I'm running Razer Cortex. You can see it doesn't really get stuck there. Then it's going to start building the map. It's going to start building up the stuff it needs. And remember, now we're running the game in Vulkan mode. So it doesn't need to use Vulkan OpenGL shaders and all that. Vulkan actually improves the graphics by a lot. Just like an emulator, it works like an emulator. Excuse me. Again, my throat is getting dry. It's freaking hot today, man. Even my drink is getting hot. Feels like an oven in here. Right here, it's actually doing a sound check. I should hear some sounds playing. If you don't hear sounds playing, that's unfortunate for you. Not really unfortunate, it's just you want to hear sound playing so you know it's actually testing out your sound. But if you don't hear sound playing, it's fine. Then it means, okay, the game is optimized for your sound. Now I want to pause the game, but I don't want to pause the game because I don't want to fuck with my recording. I cannot alt tab out of this. Okay, there's a sound check. There you go, sound check. You hear that? That was a sound check I was talking about. Let's get this closer to my mouth. So next up, it's going to build the map and it's gonna completely load everything in, and you should be good to go. From here, it should go like Dragon Ball Z instant transmission. Pew! If it doesn't do that, it just takes a while to build the map and look for spawn locations. So now it's doing like a randomization process. There you go. So now it randomized the spawn location and we should be good to go. Now this is not a playthrough, so I'm not going to go through all of this. Man, look at the graphics now, huh? Now that's an ultra graphics, remember. Now I should be able to alt tab out of this and the game's still going to be running, and I can go to my... So we can see what's happening with my system now. So it's doing a little bit of a performance issue. It has a little bit of a performance issue, but remember, I'm recording. I just changed some settings. I'm going on ultra graphics. So CPU at 100%. There we go. And it's going to start dropping. There we go. There it starts dropping. That's Razer Cortex actually optimizing the system, because now it picks up, okay, no, there's something else running. Let's make that run in a certain frames per second and make the game run a lot smoother. Alright, fisheye, I'm just gonna get out of this. So D and E. So let's crash. Skip this, so let's skip it. So I'm just skipping all of that for now. I forgot you can skip it, so... Oh, we landed on the beach. I would really like to actually be able to land on the beach more often, because landing anywhere else actually... Alright, there's just one thing I don't like. I saw it and it makes the game look bad, so I thought I saw motion blur. Why is my screen space refractions off? Anti-aliasing. Okay, I want SMAA for that. SMAA looks a lot better. Dynamic resolution, so we don't want to mess with this. Micro shadows on. Apply that. Almost thought I saw. Look at the shine on his hands. Look at this. Whee! Look at that, people. Don't you just envy me? No, I just want to play Sons of the Forest at high graphics, at ultra graphics. It's like, no man, why am I playing this at that graphics and I'm running on basically the same as you? I've even got a better graphics card than you, and you like playing this thing at ultra graphics and it looks so beautiful, and come on, what's going on? Why am I getting such lags and something's completely wrong? Maybe I should throw away my PC. No man, just follow my guide and you should be good to go. Hey Calvin, get up. Okay, I want to get into the forest itself. Everybody knows about this. You watch my previous playthroughs on this game. Follow me. Did I tell him to follow me? What did I just write? Did I tell him to follow me, or let's just make sure? Yeah, I should have told him to follow me. Let's just make sure he follows me. There we go. Right, so now let's just do the thing so we can get the stuff. I know it works, you son of a bitch. I don't know how to turn off the tutorials, so that's a bit of a problem. So let's just put these back, this back, this back, put this on 1, and we good to go. And then learn the basics. Boom. Then we can actually open up that and eat this while we move. Quick tips, huh? Quick tips. Way to go. At least the stuff doesn't fly out of the box when you hit it. Alright, so let's go right into the forest to see what happens when we actually have micro shadows enabled. Micro shadows is basically grass shadows that actually, see that? It's giving up that small micro shadows here on my axe tip. See that? That's a micro shadow. Dropping that. Okay, let's chop down a tree and see how it goes. Looks like it's going nice and smooth. Get up here. Look at that. It's running at max frames. Look at that. Going into place with a lot of foliage. Now this game is nice and optimized, but I said this before, I would actually prefer them using Unreal Engine because it actually does a lot better at actually doing stuff like this instead of Unity. Unity does not do a lot of how should I say, it doesn't do a lot of performance optimizations. That sounds normal. That sounds right. So yeah, I really think Unreal Engine would have done a lot better. I mean, the coding, everything, C#. Even if you have to remaster this game, even if you have to make like DLC or maybe like a new installation file for the game, I would really recommend you going with Unreal Engine, because you saw what it does to my PC. I just put a remastered game on my PC and it ran smooth. It didn't take away too much of my performance on my PC, but also I'm running a program in the background to make it run smoother. Boink. Now I want to get to places where it's actually nice and where we can actually see the draw distance, we can actually see the trees, we can actually see everything. Look at that. Detail on the stones. And remember, this is actually on max detail now, so let's check it out. So options, let's say graphics, and let's see, is everything set to ultra? I cannot go higher than high on grass, so this is ultra graphics. The only thing I changed was the SMAA that actually worked with the grass quality, but if I actually go higher than that, so let's go TAA, like that. TAA is like an image scaling. You can see it blurs out everything. It looks more blurry. I mean, let's see if I actually have to write something here. But you see that blur it actually gave me now. So going into the settings and playing with that, I'm gonna show you what happens when you actually change the scaling of it. So dynamic resolution. So if you turn this on and let's say you set it to 100 and apply that, you can actually get a little bit of a graphics enhanced performance, I guess, but it's going to take away your performance of the game itself. So I'm gonna look at areas like, hey, turtle. I actually watched Insum play this game and he actually ran over this beach and I couldn't find one bloody turtle. Oh man, shame. What a shame. Insum is also one of my favorite YouTubers. I would really recommend you go check him out. He actually does do awesome live streams on Twitch and he uploads his videos to YouTube. So okay, so let's go even higher on the scale. So this is the highest it can go. So back, still getting good performance. You saw that little blurry effect it gave me when it opens up the notepad. That could actually be a problem. You can see I'm getting a lot of blurriness right there. That's the FXAA kicking in. It looks terrible. I don't like this setting at all. Now I'm gonna turn it off. People think, okay, no, that's something to do with your okay, so TUAA, FSR1, let's go to quality. Well, let's try this one and the FSR10. Try that. So that gives you a little bit more of a sharpness and more of a realistic look to the game, but it still doesn't look great. Just gonna look a little I mean, it still looks blurry to me. Seriously, it looks blurry. So again, now we're gonna mess around with that again. Let's see what happens when I set it to quality. So there, quality. Though, so the FR30 quality. Oh, that's a little better. But I think, yeah, it's a lot better. So setting this to quality can actually improve the visuals of the game. Look at that. And remember running Razer Cortex in the background. Just remember to always save your game. Especially if you're doing like a big building and you're basically almost done with it and suddenly the game just freezes. That was just a quick demonstration. But look at that, I'm actually running on ultra graphics here, people. With a Core i3 CPU, 16 gig RAM. This game actually is supposed to run on 8 gig. So it's actually utilizing your CPU to run the game for some unknown reason instead of your GPU. That's why I said use Unreal Engine. Unreal Engine uses the GPU to do this. I mean, now you're telling people like, nah, this is Unity, it uses your CPU. Fuck you, people. I mean, I have no problem with the game whatsoever, but man, the performance issues in this game can be annoying as fuck. So I changed some settings myself and boom. Now I'm running pretty smooth. I missed. Sorry. But I'm just running around like a madman, just doing nothing. Just to see if I'm gonna get frame drops or anything like that. Usually when I try to do some ultra graphics, I couldn't record the game, I couldn't play the game. It just crashed. It just didn't want to let me play the game, so I had to reduce the quality of the game a lot. And there is your proof, people. The game is running at 60, I think it's 60 frames per second on Vulkan. Using Vulkan engine actually does help. Especially for your graphics card, it actually improves the performance of your graphics card also, so yeah. I mean, doesn't that sound like a good deal? You're getting performance, you're getting quality. I mean, like I said, I don't even support ray tracing, but this game still looks bloody awesome. And even the grass. Look at that. Look at the fog in the distance right there. Look at the water quality. Look at that. Oh, he's drinking it. So look at that. It actually gives me some foam if I jump in the water. So no foam right there. Well, there is some foam, but everywhere I walk, everywhere I go, look at that. So now the water is actually gliding with me. Can I get out of it? Watch. Okay, so maybe I was wrong. Let's go to the spot where the water actually does glide with me a little bit. Maybe in the ocean, if I start swimming in the ocean, you will see some water ripples and all of that. I don't know why they actually didn't do that for the water right here, because it's the same thing. But also, yeah, I don't know how he drank that water, because this is ocean water. Probably just doesn't give a fuck. What is that? Oh, it's just a rock. I just want to get into the water, swim a little bit, so we can see what happens when I get underneath the water. Look at that. See that? Pretty beautiful, isn't it? Got a small frame drop there. And I think great support that just kicked in. It's like, whoa, look at this. I was on top of a wave. Look at this. Whee! I'm riding away, people. Whee! Right, so there's your proof that my system, potato system, actually runs perfectly. Sons of the Forest, Spider-Man Remastered, everything. Woo! Yeah. Boom. Boom. Or more stuff to actually give physics. Messing around with the physics. I don't think you can do anything with this. What? We can? This thing ate something. They try to get their friend back. Bad. Bad. Give him back. Give him back. Oh, they actually took it out of him. What is this? It actually shows me. Ugh. That's nasty. So, you wanted proof that it works? It works. You wanted performance? You got performance. You wanted quality? You got quality. You wanted a tutorial? You got a tutorial. Getting out of Sons of the Forest, Alt F4. I know this game doesn't like me doing that, so there we go. So, you've got a 1 hour and 16 minutes, well, maybe 1 hour and, let's say, 20 minutes tutorial on how to improve the performance of your PC. I gave you literally everything from disabling or removing man, I don't even want to go there. Telemetry, people. I gave you the way you can actually delete telemetry. You don't need it. It's a fucking virus. I gave you a way to actually get your system up and going. I gave you a way to make your games look good. I gave you a way to make your games look good and have good performance. I gave you a way to have low latency while playing the game. I gave you a way to make your games run in Vulkan mode. I gave you a way to actually get your system running for games. So follow this tutorial, you should be good to go. I don't even have a RTX graphics card, people. I don't even have a freaking... I'm running on an Intel CPU. I don't even have a... What do you call it? A Razer? Whatever you want to call it. These new CPUs you're getting. I don't have that. I'm running on something close to a potato. Close to a potato. Not completely a potato, but close to a potato. And I mean, all of my games run smooth. That was Sons of the Forest, Spider-Man Remaster. I should be able to play this smooth. I should be able to play this smooth. And that's thanks to Razer Cortex. Yeah. Go and download it, people. Link will be down in the description. Don't be stupid. Just get it. And don't think, okay, I'm downloading Razer Cortex and your CPU is completely full, it's gonna work. No, that's not gonna work. You are going to have to, if you are on the red, either start uninstalling programs. If you don't know what's taking your system, do a clean install. That's what I did. It worked for me. And it also removed telemetry as well. So if telemetry comes back, I know how to get rid of it. I showed you how to get rid of it. It was an example, but yeah. So guys, if you liked the video, give it a like. If you found it useful, seriously, leave a comment down below. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below. I'll link my Discord in the description so you can actually contact me there if you think you're asking a dumb question. Don't think, just do. Alright, there is nothing like a dumb question. Seriously, nothing like a stupid question. If you have a question on something, you ask. And the answer might be a dumb answer, or it might be a intelligent answer. So there's no such thing as a stupid question or an intelligent question. It's just a question. You want to know something. Okay, so I'm gonna ask him, okay, so I cannot do this. How do I do this? I cannot do that. How do I do that? Why is this not working? Why is that not working? Did I do something wrong? Yes or no? If we talk about a dumb question is, what's the color of the sky? It's white, people. It's not blue. The blue is just the atmosphere. But everybody knows that. So, talking about a dumb question, but still not a dumb question. You're not really sure what color is the sky. Is it blue or what is it? You should have learned that in school. But okay, it's white. And the atmosphere makes it look blue. So, if you have any questions, comments are there for you. Discord, there for you. I actually have a gaming channel there. You can go check it out. You can go and ask some questions. I actually helped somebody a while ago getting Spider-Man Shattered Dimension to run in his language. He couldn't get it, so I helped him. So, yeah. So this is a full performance tutorial for your games. Like I said, if you have any questions, ask it. If you want to do it in Discord, do it on Discord. I don't care. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and as always, have a good gaming day.